everyone and welcome back. So today we were going to be painting Steve Harrington's Scoops Ahoy sailor outfit from Stranger Things Season 3. Now to begin, I'm going to be outlining everything using an eyeliner pencil and sketching out where I want everything to go. Then going in with a red water activated body paint, we're going to be starting with his undershirt and painting the stripes that he has first. I decided to start with everything that's red and go from there, so I started painting the stripes, the tie, the outlining of his neck area, his name tag, everything that was red, that's what I started painting. Then moving on to everything that was white, such as this little stripe that he has in the middle of his undershirt, and then the little two stripes leading up. And we can't forget about his little ice cream cone on his sleeve, so I started with a white base and then a light yellow cone, and just decided to fill that in. Then I mixed together blue and black body paint to get this darker blue color, and we're just going to be painting everything else that is shown in the reference picture as being a navy blue shade. As I was painting, I was watching the third season for the second time in a row, so I was using that as my reference. Going back again with that white, just here in a few seconds, we're going to be adding in those stripes that he has on his sleeves. Now Steve's sleeves were actually longer than I made mine, but I wanted mine to show up in the pictures, which is why I made them shorter. Now moving on to the name tag, we're going to be taking a white body paint on a very, very fine artist brush and start drawing that anchor before we write our name. And just starting off by making some really small details, going really slowly, and then start adding my name. Now my camera decided to cut out right after this, so I just wrote my name basically. Taking that same white body paint on that same fine artist brush, we're going to be adding in all the highlights to make everything pop a little more and blending everything out. That's the key with body painting looks. You want to make sure that everything is blended and nothing is harsh. Then going in with a black water activated body paint, we're going to be shading right underneath everywhere that we had highlighted. So under the tie, the neck area, and around the shoulders, just to make a separation between the shoulder sleeves and the rest of the shirt. My camera again decided to cut out, but here we have me outlining my name tag in black body paint and white just a little bit. Again, taking that same black body paint, we're going to be outlining everything on the outside of the outfit, such as the undershirt, the necktie area. And going in with a white cream body paint, we're going to be adding this to the top of the shoulders, blending it in with a beauty blender, and then I decided to go in with the same paintbrush I had used before and paint this right over and make sure that everything was blended and nothing was harsh, because it was just a little too sloppy for my liking. Now going in with a purpley blue highlighter, I'm going to be adding this to everything that was navy blue, or at least the main section of the outfit, to give it a little bit more, I don't know, something more interesting, because it was feeling a little too bland at the time. Now moving on to the black eye. So later on in season 3, Steve ends up getting beat up as he normally does, so I'm going to be painting on his black eye that he ends up getting using the Ben-Nye bruise wheel. Taking that purple shade, I'm going to be covering this on my eyelids, above the eye, around the eye, on the lip, and around the nose, and the forehead as well. He got beat up, man. He really did. So I'm just trying to simulate everything with makeup. Now taking that deep purpley color, we're going to go right underneath where the eye socket, you can feel it. And I'm just going to be outlining that area using that deep purpley blue and adding that heavily into the inner corner of the eye, as well as adding a little bit more yellow. Now because this is a very fresh bruise, I stuck with blues and purples, but if it were older it'd be more yellow and green. And because it was a black eye, his skin was actually puffing up because of all the swelling, so I added a bit more foundation to the area to simulate the rising of the skin and the swelling. And right now I'm just going back and forth between adding all like the broken capillaries by adding and dotting this paint around and making sure that it looks as realistic as I can possibly make it. Again, going back in with that foundation to make it look more swollen and lifted. He was also bleeding from both his nostrils, so here I am just adding a little bit more color and then dirtying up my face and neck a bit with some brown eyeshadow because he was sweating and he was a little bit dirty. Using that deeper red shade, I'm going in with the outer corner of the eye and the inner corner. Again, just adding a little bit more color, dimension, shading. Now I'm taking red and black body paint mixed together, and I'm just going to be outlining where I want all the blood to be, because his blood was a little bit on the dried side, so it would be darker, and adding that where I wanted it to be. And the fun part, adding all the fake blood, so down the nostrils, the lip, and a little bit on the eye. And that is the finished product. Here we have Steve Harrington / Robin's outfit from Stranger Things Season 3. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.